Hello everyone, and welcome to your second royal reading of today. It's a Monday. It's a beautiful Monday here in the Western Cape in South Africa. I have the regular Rider-Waite on the tarot table today. I'm going to do a will they or won't they reading, just checking in, seeing what's going on with the energy. We have seen Harry just recently in the UK for that court case, the preliminary hearing. He started out looking very confident, swaggering in and out, but as the days wore on, he was less attentive, looking more shambolic in the crumpled suit. I just done a reading on his mind frame, his mental state on the flight home. It was a very dark reading. It was bad. So now I'm going to look and see, do a compare and contrast how they're individually feeling about the coronation. We're a month out. We still don't know if they have officially accepted, if they're officially going. Lots of speculation, but nobody knows for sure. The royal reporters certainly don't. We're going to ask the tarot. The energy, has the energy crystallized into anything yet or not? Harry on the left, Meghan on the right. We're going to do a compare and contrast and just see how they are feeling individually, their current mood, the pros of going as they see it, the cons of going as they might see it, and then the outcome. Will they, won't they? So that's a very simple reading. There it is. Those are the cards. I have to remind you, of course, tarot for fun, entertainment, or just my opinion and speculation. We read on archetypal energy here because of the royal family and archetypal family, the archetypal family. And of course, disclaimer in the box below. Please read it, form your own opinion. We got the Queen of Swords as our underlying energy here. She's come out in reverse. That is an angry woman. That is a woman who is scornful, who is mean, who is aggressive, who doesn't want to speak to anyone, doesn't want to see anyone. We can all guess who that woman might be, who's showing up as our underlying energy. Queen of Swords in reverse. Yeah, somebody who is not feeling as if this is something she wants to do. And if she does it, will be out to make trouble. That is my opinion. That is the energy that's coming off that card. I have got that energy before in readings that there might be some sort of... there might be some nasty articles because swords are words, are written words, are woundings and stabbings and cuttings, harsh truths, nastiness. Swords have all of those sort of connotations. And I have to show who was sitting underneath as the King of Cups. We know the King of Cups is the one who's been crowned, or as some of the sugars say, coronated. And then we have that as our next underlying energy. I don't normally dig down that far, but we can read those three together as our underlying energy. There is her mood, there he is, and that is the intention towards him. A little 3-card reading as our underlying energy. 3-card readings are one of the best ways to learn tarot. The most fun I ever had with tarot, actually, when I was learning way back in the mists of time. 3-card readings, always good. To just get a taste for what's going on. And we just had quite a gruesome one, a brutal one. Watch your back, King Charles. My opinion, of course. And so the situation, this is a will they, won't they go. We got Queen of Cups, yawn. Well, there's 2 Queen of Cups that hang around in the royal family energy. Of course, the one that is no more, Diana, and the one that is about to be crowned. With that King of Cups, there she is. It might have a lot to do with this. This is a thorny issue for the Parkles if they have to bow and curtsy to the new Queen of Cups, bearing in mind that their allegiance is entirely to the former Queen of Cups, the one that is no more and very sadly no more. But that seems to be an issue. A sticking point, and that sticking point is always going to be a sticking point. William seems to have made his peace with the situation. Charles seemed very happy. We saw him in Germany, very, very happy with Queen Camilla, but There is the problem. There is the problem. Didn't expect that energy to come out actually today in this reading, but there it is. Whew. I'm looking at that one and I'm thinking, whew. Scary. Very, very, very scary. I'm reading energy here, and that's the energy I'm reading. So Harry on the left, Meghan on the right. What's his current state, his current mood, his feelings, his intentions, his attitude to the whole thing? I can't be bothered. Can't see the point. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Don't want to go. Waste of time. Waste of effort. It might even cost us money that we can ill afford. If you have to spend £200,000 on a new tiara and a facelift and butt implants or calf implants or whatever else are happening, can we afford to go? And Uncle Elton won't lend us the private jet anymore. He's in a mood not to go right now, and of course the royals were too busy to see him last week when he was in town for the court case. Can't be bothered, waste of time. 7 of Pentacles is about investments, return on investments, taking stock, surveying the scene and thinking, shall I stick around or not? And it's an or not energy when it's in the reverse. Just not worth it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of effort. It's a waste of money. I'm going to lose somehow. Don't see. I'm doing calculations. If he can do calculations, we're not sure. But if he can, then he has come to the conclusion that he stands to lose more than he stands to gain by going to this coronation, even though Netflix has got the cameras and probably busy making a cape dress for her to wear, a battery pack for her microphone. I'm being sarcastic. What's her current mood, apart from the Queen of Swords, which is telling us a thing or not, or two? The Ace of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords is someone who feels trapped, afraid, can't see her way out of a situation. It's a terrible nightmare that she's got herself into. Who will rescue me? But it's the Ace of Swords in reverse. She's freeing herself from something. We might have to check what she's freeing herself from. Is she freeing herself from the royal family, from Netflix, or from the marriage, or all three? But these two are not happy people. Not happy people. They couldn't possibly be with that Queen of Swords in reverse as the underlying energy. He's over it. He can't see the point, and she wants to free herself. She wants to be free. I'm going to sing the Queen song. Pros. The advantages of going for each of them. What does Harry see as a plus of going? Page of Swords. That's not really a positive thing. The Page of Swords is someone who's on high alert, who's braced, who can go. It's communication. It's talking. He wants to talk to them. That would be the plus. Corner them like he cornered them at the funeral, at Prince Philip's funeral, and then again at the late Queen's funeral, to have a chat. But it's not a friendly conversation. The Page of Swords, if you get that, if you're going to a meeting or an interview or something like that, and you get the Page of Swords, you think, be prepared. Be prepared for an interrogation, for some harsh words, some truth-telling. He would like to go there for some truth-telling, but he's going there as a juvenile energy, as a page, as the youngest energy, as a child, a petulant child going to say, you did this nasty thing to me. It's the kind of thing that you go through if you feel that your parents, were less than perfect. It's part of growing up. It's part of teens. It's part of that, and that's why teens are so difficult, because they do like to point out the error of your ways to you. It has that kind of energy of that awful, it's so nice when it's finally over and you can just be friends again. Who needs that in their house, especially when it's nearly 40 years old and you are the King of England, and many, not just England. I'm getting the giggles now. But anyway, herself, what does she see as the advantage of going? To cause trouble, maximum disturbance in the force field, the Emperor in reverse. She wants to just cause trouble. I have to say that is the energy. It's the energy that's coming through in these cards for me. Emperor in reverse Emperor is about plans and organizations and things running smoothly when the Emperor is upright. The Emperor, of course, is the king being crowned or coronated, my new favorite word. The Emperor is in reverse. She wants to do maximum damage to the planning. So perhaps have a tantrum or faint or have a miscarriage in the middle of the thing, or do something to disrupt the proceedings. It's a very disruptive energy. It's a very dangerous energy. That is a very dangerous card. We've done a reading on how dangerous she is perceived to be by the royal family, allegedly, according to what Lady C has revealed. And how dangerous is she? Extremely dangerous in this energy that is coming through in these cards that I am interpreting. But the Emperor in reverse, she wants to cause chaos. She wants to sow seeds of dissent. She wants to break up the Commonwealth. She wants to ruin the day for the Emperor. So it's something that I think she sits in a bubble bath with her glass of whatever and fantasizes about. The cons of going, the things that they fear, the negative repercussions, what could go wrong, why they don't want to go. Harry first. Two of Swords, and interestingly this, and I'm losing my voice suddenly, this was the card that came out in my previous reading about the trip home. And I had to pause there, and hopefully it's recording again. I had to pause for a little cough. Something suddenly just blocked me right up. Two of Swords in reverse. There is a decision. There is a decision that's been made somewhere by someone. Could be her. It could be people closer to home, literally, meaning royals, that some kind of decision has been made, a very difficult decision, a threatening decision, a painful decision, a decision that someone wanted to delay, didn't want to make, but have made. He's worried about this. I think he's worried that if this goes horribly wrong, it's over with her. But I also think that he's worried that he could turn up and find out that he is really out. He is far more out of the royal family than he has been willing to admit to himself up until now. He's the one who wants to go and have this harsh conversation with Charles and William. He's the one who's afraid that somebody is ready to cut him out. Somebody has reached a decision to cut him out, or somebody will. If this all goes pear-shaped, if he's made to look insignificant, if he's stuck behind a pillar, she's stuck behind a pillar, they don't get priority, they don't get good seats, they get shunned by everybody, they don't get the balcony, they don't get to present the concert the next day. If it's humiliating, if it's cold and icy, he's going to go home and there's going to be a lawyer's letter. Her energy about what's she afraid of, what doesn't she want to deal with. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a gamble for her. It's really a gamble that she feels could go horribly wrong. And she knows there's prior form with this precedent, with funerals, with jubilees, where they were ignored, they were shunned, they were cut out of pictures, they were left off the balcony, nobody would talk to them. This could be a precipitous moment, a downfall moment for her. Wheel of Fortune is about timing, is about turning points. In stories, in movies, you get the turning point where things suddenly go horribly wrong or suddenly turn around and victory is yours, that kind of energy. But it's in the reverse, bad luck. She is very worried that this could all unravel for her, that it's out of her control, because the Wheel of Fortune is fate. It's the gods intervening suddenly. You can plan all you like, and the Emperor is all about planning. You plan all you like, but something could happen that could just throw you when you least expect it. As, for instance, happened to them when they were on their grand tour of Europe. to trumpet themselves and their little fall royal tour that they were doing in September, when a Wheel of Fortune in reverse moment happened, an enormous one, when the Queen passed away, while they were busy promoting themselves as royals. And then we saw the truth of the situation. They were not royals. They were very minor and insignificant annoyances to the royal family, and they were made to feel it. So this is a very, very difficult energy that they are both sitting with, and both in their own ways have got their own agendas, their own fears. He wants a conversation, but a harsh truth-telling, and you wronged me, and you didn't read spare, and you owe me an apology. She wants to disrupt. She wants to break loose. He's feeling it's not worth it. She's very afraid that this could mark a turning point in her life, and it could ruin her. Let's tell it like it is. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is ruin. It's major arcana. She's got big cards over here. They're big decisions that she's weighing at the moment. He's very worried that somebody is going to just cut him out, whether it's the royal family is going to say, you're done. Titles, please hand over. You're out. Don't come back. We don't want you. Frogmore Cottage was just the start, and there's more to come. Or, as I say, divorce. I got the divorce energy off this card in the previous reading. It's my opinion. It's my interpretation of the card, archetypal energy I'm reading here for fun. Let's look at final outcomes. Not final because we've got a month to go. But current energy, very black mood, very dark energy. Will you go in this current energy? Death in reverse. Will she go? We'll read them together. Wow. Wow. Death, of course, is a Scorpio card, and it's Charles. Charles in reverse. I don't think he wants to. I don't think he wants to bow down to Charles. I think he wants that horse to ride right over the royal family as it's doing in the card. That's his intention because of that Queen of Cups down there. This is angry energy. This is destructive energy. This is really scary energy. Lady C made a comment about the Mei-Ling ballet. One of her videos recently. I'm going to do a reading on that. We won't go into that now. But Death card, it's in reverse. Death is about change and letting go. I would be more inclined to say he'd go if the Death card was upright, because it's letting go of something, and then him maybe letting go of his anger and stuff like that, or letting go of the royals. But it means that if he goes, he's going to go in that sour, sulky, angry energy that he can't get out of, he can't move on from, that he's stuck in that energy, that quagmire, and he can't see his way out of it, or despite all the therapy, even therapy that some people actually pay to watch. Can you believe it? But Death card in reverse, somebody can't let go, can't change, can't move forward, stuck. I think his resentment towards Charles is overwhelming him at the moment. We're talking current energy right now. Current energy. And current energy is very toxic because of the way he feels he was treated last week, being ignored by the royal family. They didn't have time to meet him. We've got the Five of Cups. That's also for me a no. There's the castle over there. There is the breakup. The cups spilled, all the heartache, all the loss, all the regret, all the things that went wrong with the royal family that she feels so bitter about, so sore about, so hurt about. She can't focus on the cups behind her. She can't make her way across that bridge to the castle, cross that water, join them. Her current energy also for me is a no. She's very focused on her wounds, on her sense of grievance. They're both very focused on their sense of grievance. His is stronger. Hers is tears and all of that. His is very powerful because it's his father. It's the king. It's the royal family. It's major arcana. It's needing to let go, needing to change, needing to transform, not able to But this is the telling image of this reading. This horse trampling over the royal family, and there is the king lying trampled. He wants that. He really wants that. And he wants it intensely. Very, very ugly energy coming off this reading. Let's remind you of our little 3-card reading we did before. And it's all, as I say, just energy. Energy changes. We read energy here. Hope this energy shifts because it's incredibly toxic. I'm going to do a little cleanse for myself now. And thank you for watching and enduring this energy with me. And I will see you again tomorrow.